Hey guys, this is God of Politics, and welcome back to a brand new video. But before we get started with this video, please like this video and subscribe to the channel. Also, join the Discord that is linked down in the description, and check out the website, which is linked down in the description. I do update that every single day. I'll be doing it until election day with my polling averages, my election predictions, a catalog of my videos. So you should check that out as well, which is linked down in the description. But in today's video, I do want to answer a question that has been posed a lot lately, which is, does Trump even have a path to victory anymore? Does he have a path to 270 electoral votes, given that the election is now only 30 days away? So, we're actually really close to the election. I've been making videos for a long time. I remember saying, we're 8-9 months until the election. It seems so far away. Now we are only 30 days away, and we could have a lot of news that comes in the next 30 days. But, as seeing as how things have been going so far, how consistent this race has been, it really doesn't look likely that this race is likely to change that much. So if you look at the current average, Joe Biden is up by 8.1 percentage points, which is a lot. That's his highest in, I believe, over a month almost. I believe he actually got around 8 percentage points. Actually, so he hasn't been at above 8 percentage points in quite a long time. I probably all the way back in July, August, maybe I'm wrong about that. But the point is that Joe Biden's had a lead for a very long time, and he's continued this big lead for a very long time. And as I pointed out, he hasn't gone below a 6-point lead since, back in April here, and he's consistently stayed above that lead. And we had a swath of new polls, some of them after the debate, some of them before the debate. But the point is that you look at all these polls, the closest one here is the Monmouth poll having Biden plus, or actually IBD-TIPP, but you have a Monmouth poll that has Biden plus 5. That's one of the closer ones, but then you also note that they have Biden up in a bunch of the swing states like Pennsylvania and Arizona and tied in Georgia. So, you can't trust Monmouth on the national polls and not trust them on the state polls. Some races like NBC News, Wall Street Journal has Biden up 14. CNBC Change Research has him up 13. So, there's going to be outliers on both sides. That's completely expected. This is 5 points above the average. This is 5 points below the average. That's the way things work. And usually when you aggregate it all up, that ends up being accurate. Just like in 2016, we had outliers like Trump plus 3. And, that was 5 points off of the result. And then we had one like Clinton plus 6 by Monmouth, which was 4 points off the result. So, again, it goes both ways. So the thing is that if you look at 2016 here, the polls were quite accurate, but the thing is they moved around a lot more. We can see here back in April, Clinton had a 10-point lead. By May, Trump was ahead. Then Clinton again got a 6-point lead, and by 6-point lead, in June, and then by July, the end of July, Trump was leading again by 1 point, and then 2 weeks later, Clinton was up by 7 points again, and then a month after that, it's a 1-point lead for Clinton, and then this was her peak of her lead. I believe she was up around 7 percentage points. Actually, let's wait for this to reload, but she was up around 7 percentage points. Halfway through October. We can see here 7.1 percentage points on October 18th. The election was November 8th, not November 3rd, but the point is we were very close to the election then, and Clinton was up 7 points, and then within, a week or two, Clinton was up 2.2 percentage points. We have not seen that kind of volatility in this race, and I don't see why we would see that kind of volatility in this race, given everything that has happened. You see a lot of people on the right who think Trump is going to win, saying, just wait till the conventions, just wait till Labor Day, just wait till the debates, and these things have blown by, and the race has not changed much, and Joe Biden's actually done better. If we actually want to look at this NBC News Wall Street Journal poll, this is one of the few polls we have with crosstabs that has results from after the debate. But if we do look at NBC News Wall Street Journal, which did have Biden plus 14, which is 6 points above the average, so factor that in when I look at the crosstabs of this poll. But if we do go into the individual poll itself and we look at the question about the debate, we look at question number 10 down here. Which presidential candidate do you think did a better job in the debate, Donald Trump or Joe Biden? Joe Biden, 49%, Donald Trump, 24%, 17% said neither. Good. But the point is, it's 6 points above the average, but Joe Biden has a 25-point lead in terms of who won the debate. That's something, that we've consistently seen in pretty much all of these polls, scientific and non-scientific, in terms of who won the debate. So, we may not even have the debate that is scheduled on October 15th due to the fact that Trump has COVID. So I doubt that October 15th debate is going to happen. I think we'll be lucky if we do have 2 more debates left. And if they go the way the first debate went, it's just going to hurt Donald Trump because, a lot of the talk when Joe Biden was leading was just wait till the debate. Donald Trump needed a convincing victory, and he did not get that convincing victory to push himself up in the polls, because at that time he was down by around 6 percentage points. If we go to the night of the debate here, we go to September 29th, which was the night of the debate. Joe Biden was ahead 6 percentage points. Now he is up 8 percentage points. So exactly 2 points more Joe Biden is up now than what he was up before. And it's not all consistent with the same polls versus what they were before in the average on September 29th. But the point is, it definitely did not help Trump. And if anything, it helped Joe Biden. So what is the path for victory then? Well, we've established that the debates will probably not be it. If we even have any more debates, if we have maybe 1, maybe 2 more debates, that's probably not going to help Trump. There's a possibility that the GDP numbers from quarter 3 ended September 30th, but they released the numbers just days before the election. We have projections that are forecasting the GDP to grow by around 20% on an annualized basis in the third quarter. And this will come out right before the election. If we look at what it was in the second quarter, it went down 33%. In the first quarter, it went down 6%. So we were down 39%. And Trump better hope that, well, I mean, everybody should hope that the GDP recovers, fully. But, speaking politically and electorally, Trump should hope that it goes up as much as possible because it could help his reelection chances. The numbers do come out just before the election. So say it is on track or on par with the projections, it goes up 20%, then it only gains back half of what we lost. Because I've seen a lot of people, especially people who think Trump's going to win, they ignore the polls, they ignore the trends, but they use things like this saying that this is the reason Trump's going to win. We're only projected to get back half of the GDP that we lost from this quarter, and this was supposed to be the biggest economic recovery ever. The fact is, it's not, and I don't think that this is going to help Trump. People can see through a 20% gain in GDP when they, saw that the last quarter went down 33%, the quarter before it went down 6%, and obviously, this is all at an annualized rate. And obviously it says that it would shatter the GDP record before, which is set in 1950. But again, it went down by so much, and we hope that it recovers as much as possible. But we have to be realistic here. So I don't think that's going to help Trump either. There's a possibility of a vaccine happening, but, there's a possibility that the results could be delayed. But it says that we have Pfizer and Moderna who are late stages of their phase 3 trials. It says Pfizer and BioNTech reiterated that they, quote, continue to expect that a conclusive readout on efficacy is likely by the end of October. So, say there's a vaccine, we get positive results from the vaccine. This will be the end of October, right before the election. Well, you also have to remember, the FDA needs to approve these things, and then they have to start to distribute it. I saw a number. It was, you need thousands and thousands of planes and trucks and whatever to distribute these things. So if people don't get the vaccine, they're not going to take it, and number one, and it's also not going to help Trump politically. Will they even give him credit for it? That's another question. I'm not saying that, things like the GDP growth won't help Trump a little bit, or things like the vaccine won't help Trump a little bit. The vaccine probably won't even be here, but we may have positive results, which could help Trump a little bit. But then we go back to the average, and we see that Joe Biden is up 8 percentage points in the national average. And, if you want to say, oh, well, look at 538, it also shows Joe Biden up by 8 percentage points as well. So you look at the state polls, Joe Biden's up easily in Pennsylvania, Michigan, Wisconsin, Arizona. He's even up in Florida and North Carolina. He's getting close in Texas. He's even leading in some of the polling averages in Georgia. So, you look at this situation and you see if you apply the same polling errors as 2016, Joe Biden wins easily. If you take the polls at face value, Joe Biden wins easily. If you look at the state of the race right now and you think, well, what's going to tighten the race? Nothing really is going to tighten the race. I don't think that Donald Trump is going to win this election. I think that Joe Biden has a very clear path to victory. If this was any other race, people would be, shutting the doors and saying this election is over. I'm not going to say that this election is over yet, but Joe Biden is in a very good position right now, and I do believe that he will continue to be in a good position until the election, which I do think he is going to win. So thank you all for watching this video. Please like this video and subscribe to the channel. Also join the Discord that is linked down in the description, and check out the website, which is also linked down in the description. So thank you all for watching this video again, guys, and I will see you guys later.